Hi. So I know that you guys are going to be working on the five elements of culture chart. So I just quickly wanted to go over what these five elements are in case you've forgotten from when we talked about them in class. So we're actually going to fast forward through this because these are not the five elements. However, these are. All right, so a symbol is anything that carries a particular meaning, like a flag or the Lancer logo or the Boston Bruins B, or, something that tells you something about what you support, where you're from, with just an image. So when I see the Norton Lancer, I think, oh, that's Norton. When I see the purple, I think Norton. The flag, I think America, but it doesn't say America on the flag. It's a symbol for America. Language is the way we communicate with one another. Now, language isn't always English and things like that. It can also be particular words. So if you're looking, your chart says Massachusetts, Norton, the United States. Obviously, in all of these places, English is spoken. But I'm looking for specific words that identify those cultures for what they are. So a word that might be for Massachusetts would be like wicked. The United States, because it's so broad, you may just have English. And then in Norton, I'm sure that you have some Norton slang. You have words that identify areas in town. Those would be part of your linguistic culture. Because we are talked about these in class, again, this is just language, but we're moving on to the next element. So values and beliefs are standards by which people judge desirability, goodness, beauty, and which serve as broad guidelines for social living. They are things that we hold to be true. These are not necessarily religious beliefs because they're supposed to go through all of the culture. So a lot of them are things that change as well. So it's just like beauty standards, for example, which we talked about and watched these videos about how over time, what is believed to be most desirable changes. Values and beliefs can also be around family structure, what we believe makes a good family, a good household. Is it a stay-at-home mom like it was in the 50s? Is it a two-parent working environment like it is today? What are the standards and beliefs for healthy friendship relationships? Is it better for you to go to college? These are all things that our society values and believes. Again, they can be inconsistent, and they are super important in affluent communities. So like the more wealthy the community, the values and beliefs are typically more rigid. Norms are rules and expectations used to guide society and guide behavior. Mores are things that have great moral significance, and folkways are more casual. So norms are a lot of times associated with laws. So mores are part of those laws. So for example, if you go and you kill somebody, you know what the repercussions are for that. This is your structural functional approach to culture. And they're going to guide behavior. So what happens if you don't act appropriately? And these norms are, it's normal to walk on the right side of the hallway. It's normal to arrive on time for appointments and things like that. Those are norms within our society. Folkways are casual. So like it's appropriate to call somebody back, like a friend back, if they call you, or text them back within a reasonable amount of time, but there's no law against how quickly you need to respond to a friend. Now, a more would be how quickly you respond to a boss. So that would be like a more formal interaction where, your job depends on it. Material culture is just stuff, it's the car you drive, it's the purse you carry, it's the sweatshirt you have on, the shoes on your feet, and it reflects your values. The United States is an incredibly materialistic society, so we place a lot of value on and importance on material culture. People want for material items in the United States. And those are the five elements.